So, starting in 2022, what's going on in the housing market? Is the market shifting from seller's market to buyer's market? Let's see the stats. Canadian home buyers face record listing shortages to beginning 2022. Hi, I am Coco Kenny with EXP at the Cherry Blossom Realty. Home sales recorded over Canadian MLS systems inched up 0.2% between November and December. Do you remember 9% jump in activity in October 2021? And we are still 0.2% up since then. So we are still in seller's market nationwide. The actual number of transactions in December 2021 came in 9.9% below the record for that month set in 2020. But the number of newly listed properties were down 3.2% from November to December. And this is a crazy record. The number of residential properties traded through Canadian MLS system in 2021. 666,995. This number is way above the previous annual record set in 2020 by more than 20% and standing 30% above the average of the last 10 years. Bidding war, multiple offers are everywhere nationwide, with the housing supply issues facing the country having only gotten worse to start 2022. Take any decline in sales early in the year with a grain of salt because the demand hasn't gone away. There just won't be much to buy until a little later in this spring, said Cliff Stevens, chair of Korea. But when those listings eventually start to show up, the spring market this year will almost certainly be another headline grabber. If you're thinking about jumping into the market as early a buyer, seller, or both, your local realtor has the information and the guidance you will need to navigate the market in these unprecedented times, continued Stevenson. There are currently fewer properties listed for sale in Canada than at any point on record, says Sean Cathcart, Korea's senior economist. So unfortunately, the housing affordability problem facing the country is likely to get worse before it gets better. Policymakers are starting to say the right things, but now they have to act to change this course we are on. An aggressive national push to build more homes is what will address the issue, but it will probably have to be greater amount of building than anything we have ever undertaken. A touch over the status quo won't cut it. Another indicator for a strong seller's market is its called absorption rate. This is a supply and demand ratio. For example, when we have 50 homes on the market and sell 5 homes, we have 5 months of supply. Experts indicate when we have less than 5 months of inventories, we are in the seller's market. And listen to these stats. There were just 1.6 absorption rate nationwide at the end of December. No wonder why the buyer is having a hard time to find their dream home. Looking across the country, year-over-year price growth went up above 25% in BC, single-digit gain in Alberta and Saskatchewan, about 12% gain in Manitoba, 30% over in Ontario, 20% over in Greater Montreal, while Quebec City was only half of that. And the price growth is running above 30% in New Brunswick, while Newfoundland and Labrador is now at 11% year over year. Real estate tip for buyer is not to be discouraged when your offer doesn't get accepted. Talk to your trusted local realtor and get the local market conditions and discuss a strategy for how to get your dream home. I am Coco Kenny with the Cherry Blossom Realty, putting color back into real estate. And remember, when you love what you do, people love what you do.